All right, if anyone's in chat, we'll get started in just a few minutes. All right, what's going on, everybody? WakoBako here, and we are at our 30th Final Fantasy Friday, which is kind of insane. I wish it was a, more consecutive thing, but I think with how much we have to open, especially for this brand new set, yeah, I think we got a few weeks of Final Fantasy Friday back, so that should be exciting. If you guys weren't aware, the brand new set, Blissful Eternity, came out a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, I've been just too busy, unfortunately, and finally getting around to it. So today we're going to open up the pre-release kit. As you can see here, pre-release kit. Hey, what's going on, Nugget? How we doing? This has 9 packs in it for those of you that aren't familiar with these. It does have a promo card and pre-release or exclusive sleeves that come just in this. And then we have the thinned down booster boxes. Few sets back, they went to 18-pack booster boxes instead of 36. But don't worry, because next week we got another 2 more, so that's going to give us 36. And then under my desk, which I won't try and show now because it's going to bump the camera, and I finally got the camera somewhat situated, I have a sealed case of booster boxes. So yeah, we've got enough stuff for a good amount of openings, and I'm looking forward to it. I haven't looked at the set list or anything just yet because I wanted to have just a general or a unique or original reaction to opening this set, right? Especially with, my boy Titus on the front. 2 big sets this year have been Final Fantasy X related, which is exciting. So and we're going to end the year off with a Final Fantasy IX related set. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. Again, not opening up too much today, but we are going to take our time because it's all brand new. I'm really, really excited to look at the set list immediately after this because I know there's at least 1 signature card. But here we go. Let's see what we got in the pre-release kit. Ooh, okay. Very, very nice. Oh, that's absolutely sick. So this is Ramu from Final Fantasy 16. Very, very nice. And again, it has this set pre-release gold stamp on there with the gold text. Another absolutely beautiful promo, which is funny because, ooh, look at the sleeves. Okay. Something a little bit different. It doesn't actually match like the previous did. So you have, that's actually pretty sick. So you have Titus and Yuna here represented. We have all our 9 packs. But before I actually get into this, I'm going to put this aside for just a second because I'm going to sleeve this card up and then show you guys something awesome. All right, so let me sleeve this up because yes, I will eventually get this card graded. I don't know when because it's not on the top of the list, unfortunately. But the reason why this is exciting is because this is going to go whenever I do this submission. It's going to go with all of these other cards, and as you can see here, I've been building this stack for a while, but these are all. And yes, all of the pre-release promos that the Final Fantasy TCG has ever done. Now, yes, I know this says Opus 4 here, which is the 4th set. But they didn't do pre-release promos until the 4th set. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect that they picked Titus for 10. 11, 12, 13, and then 14. And this is where they stopped naming. I mean, the set is still, it's still called Opus, but this is when they transitioned to actually having set names. So you'll see here you have Crystal, was that Crystal Dominion? And then you have Emissaries of Light, Rebellion's Call, Resurgence of Power, From Nightmares, Dawn of Heroes, Beyond Destiny, Hidden Hope, which is, this is one of my favorites, Hidden Trials, Hidden Legends. They went on a hidden spree for a little bit. Tears of the Planet, Gunslinger in the Abyss, Journey of Discovery, Dreamlike Oceans, and last but definitely not least, Blissful Eternity. So those are all of the pre-release promos as of right now. We'll see one more that comes out later this year. I think the next set comes out in November, so it gives us a good amount of time to open up a whole bunch of this set, which again, I do have plenty of, so I'm really looking forward to getting into it. I am, you know, a little bit of a spoiler alert, maybe some behind the scenes. I am working on getting a binder, a custom binder made for this set and the previous Final Fantasy set that I opened up a whole lot of as well. It's working with someone that I bought stuff on Etsy from before, so I'm trying to work out some details and trying to see how awesome that's going to turn out. But once that is at the house, I will obviously show that off. And that binder should be enough to house both of these sets. Okay, so now let me get back to this. Again, 9 packs, so this is a little bit of our preview. This is the 15th anniversary of the initial release of the Final Fantasy TCG, the Japanese iteration. I love how it even has the pre-release on the sleeves. But 9 packs here. We're just going to go through them. I love the artwork on this. Again, just between this one and the last set, Dreamlike Oceans, with Yuna on it, which is absolutely amazing. So let's go like that. And then again, we have a booster box as well. So we're going to have 27 packs in total to go through today. Let me put the... Oh, I already put it away. Getting ahead of myself here. Sorry. Just too excited. Oh, it's all good. Say no worries. Appreciate you stopping by. We're just getting started, so no worries at all. Obviously, like all other live streams, they'll get posted once it's done processing and verifying all the files. So no worries. Let me know what you think for sure. I know you'll check this out later. All right, so got the promo here. Let's get into this. I am super excited about this. This does have the little rip tab, but it never works, so just go through it like usual. Here's the amount of cards in this set. So 48 commons, 36 rares, 26 heroes. Appreciate you. Hell yeah. 14 legends. So that's what we're looking for again, similar to the last set. There are 14 legend cards. And I can't wait to see what we got here. So again, first look at this. I didn't look at anything ahead of time. This is true initial first reaction to the set. Let's see what we got. So starting off with Billy, just straight up Billy. You know, out of all the crazy Final Fantasy characters out there, we got Billy from Rebirth. Ooh, Raz. I love the artwork on this one. This is from Final Fantasy 12. Samurai from Final Fantasy 5. Oh, by the way, let me know if you can actually hear the music this time. I don't know if it's working or not, but... all right, Onion Knight from Final Fantasy Tactics S. Very, very cool. Ooh, Yuna. Okay. Man, that is a beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful. Good old Tetsuya Nomura as the illustrator there. Pretty much did a lot of the character designs from like Final Fantasy VII onward. And he's also the godfather of Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, that is a beautiful card for sure. All right. That actually matches the card sleeve artwork, conveniently enough. So there you go. Very, very nice. All right, so let's see what we got next. Soldier from Tactics S again, and okay, we have Elmira from. Oh, okay, yeah. So Final Fantasy VII, gotcha. And ooh, okay. First premium of the brand new set. All right, cool. Thank you. First premium of the set is from Final Fantasy 16. It is a rare. The naming or the number conventions throw me off a little bit because this is the 29th set, 001, so it's should be the first card in this set, but it also has /26. So this card is one of those cards like they've done in the past where they'll cycle back in hits from previous sets. So maybe we're starting this off super strong, but we're about to find out in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Okay, that's pretty sick. Non-full art, but this is a premium rare. We get Ifrit from Final Fantasy 16, and man, that card looks gorgeous. Very, very strong start. Let's see what we got. All right, so keep in mind, in this slot here is where you'll pull all your premium cards. It can be any rarity from common all the way up to legend. And then you still have a chance to get hits behind that as well, right? So you have your hero slot here. So let's take a look and see what hero we have in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Okay. And the first hero we get is another Amano artwork. Absolutely beautiful, starting it off with Celeste from Final Fantasy VI. Man, I'm so excited to see more of these, right? Because to me, these are more hit cards for sure. Ooh, all right. So continuing again, they're carrying on some more cards from, 3 sets ago now. So we get Phoenix from Final Fantasy 16 as a hero. The Warrior of Light, very, very cool. This is a rare. Ooh, we get the Crayclaw from Stranger of Paradise. Very, very nice. All right. So we got 2 heroes there. Interesting. I wonder if they changed the pack layout or configuration around at all. I mean, we're about to find out. And then obviously we have plenty of packs to open. But let me sleeve these 2 cards up real quick. Obviously, all the Amano artwork cards get double sleeves because they're going to go in my Amano binder. Which, again, it continues to grow. It's very, very impressive. I'm still missing so many cards, but now that I have this one, I need to get the premium version of this, and then can't wait to see what other ones we have. But off to a very strong start. All right, so I'm going to move this up here, put that right there so we can slide all this over, and then obviously when this starts to pile up, we'll kind of condense things a little bit. All right, yes. All right, there we go. On to the next. And this is also why these streams initially take a little while, because it's first look and I'm kind of going through everything and enjoying all the artwork. Maybe the next stream will kind of pick up the pace a little bit. But ooh, starting off with Jill from Final Fantasy 16. Looks amazing. Ooh, we get oh my goodness. Arnea from Final Fantasy. She's originally from Final Fantasy 15. This is her Dissidia character artwork. Ooh, Joshua from 16. Very nice. Cecil. You know, again, I'm not the biggest fan of the chibi style artwork, but that does look really, really good. Cecil's from Final Fantasy 4. Good old Prompto. I don't know how Prompto became such a hated character. He's just a chill dude, and I don't know. I think maybe a lot of it is the dialogue that he has throughout Final Fantasy 15, but he's all right in my book. Much better than this, the good old Tonberry. You never want to encounter these. If any creatures from the Final Fantasy universe were real, this would be the one you want to stay away from. What's going on, Hilario? How we doing? Ninja from Final Fantasy 5. Ooh, okay, nice. And another rare in the premium slot. Very, very nice. And again, this could be any rarity here from common up to legend. And you can get full arts in this slot as well. So let's see what we got here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Okay. So there's a couple different iterations of the Warrior of Light. The one that we just saw previous to that was this one here, the Scholar version of Warrior of Light. This is the Viking/Warrior version, so that's kind of sick. You know, that was one job that I thought they were going to announce for the new Final Fantasy 14 expansion was going to be Viking, because all of the Let's see. Sorry, the stream chat's just catching up. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I thought they were gonna announce Viking as one of the new classes for the tank in Final Fantasy 14, but and mainly just because the whole environment is very like Nordic and kind of going with that vibe. But all right, anyway, let's see what's behind it. Ooh, hero rarity, pretty interesting border there. Okay. Oh yeah, and again, it's one of those things I completely agree, Hilario. Like Final Fantasy artwork is so. It's just so iconic, and all of it to me is amazing. Even the chibi style artwork, everything, like specifically the Amano artwork, it's some of my favorite because it's that traditional Japanese feel. But let's see what hero rarity we got here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, that looks sick. We got the ninja from Stranger of Paradise. Very, very nice. All right. That looks cool. I like how it has like a little bit of the gold border on there. Definitely looks just straight up hand drawn on the card. Very, very cool. We get Omega Weapon from 10. Very, very nice. We get the Sea Lion from Final Fantasy 9. Ooh, and a Windrake. Okay, that looks pretty sick. From Final Fantasy 5. Very nice. All right, cool. And again, just all absolutely beautiful artwork. So, very, very nice. All right. Yeah, the other thing I got to do, Hilario, is I feel like out of all the booster boxes I opened up for the previous set, I don't remember if I kept a sealed booster box or just the pre-release kit. So I got to look in my stash to see which I have. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this, right? I'm going to keep a booster box sealed, and then I'm going to keep a pre-release kit off to the side as well. So, but yeah, definitely holding on to some of these because this is obviously, you know, Final Fantasy X is one of my favorite Final Fantasies. Probably my most played outside of the MMOs. All right, starting off with Goluf. Or Goluf. Galoof. Billy makes another appearance from Rebirth. Raz, kind of similar order that we saw earlier. Samurai from 5. Yuna, this pack is almost the same configuration as earlier. Absolutely beautiful card there. Soldier from Tactics, okay. Ninja, we just saw that earlier from 5. Ooh, okay. And our first hero rarity in the premium slot. Very, very nice. Let's see which one it is. Again, keep in mind, hero is the second highest rarity you can get in this TCG. Let's see what we got. 3. Oh, I already see the name on the bottom. Oh, this is going to be a good one. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that looks so sick. The Shadow from Final Fantasy VI. Good old Amano artwork there. That's why I was excited. As soon as I saw Amano artwork, especially with the premium. Oh yeah, definitely need to get some more pre-release kits for sure. But this card is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Let's see what we got behind it. Another hero behind it from Final Fantasy V. Let's see which one it is. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, nice. We got the Slydra. Very, very cool. Final Fantasy V. Another hero rarity. Nice. So there we go. So we get Sidolphus. Yeah. So that's literally old boy here. That's actually like the same artwork. It just, this is more zoomed out. Yeah, definitely got to get it for this set. But yeah, so this is the Sid for Final Fantasy 16. There's a Sid in pretty much every Final Fantasy game, starting from, you know, especially all the numbered series. But all right, so that's a rare. We get the regular Warrior of Light there, so you can kind of see the difference and how much holofoil they slap on these here, which looks amazing. And, ooh, Hugo. Okay, so we got a good mix of some Final Fantasy 16 characters in here. You know, it's kind of unfortunate, and I know we talked about this before, but it looks like they did away with the little note card in the pre-release kits, which I don't really like because I thought that was that little extra, right? And just that little slice of like, hey, they actually, you know, they actually care about pushing these out and communicating with the community. Not saying that they don't, but like, it was just nice to have that, right? Like, you don't get that with Pokemon. You don't get that with anybody else. So, so there we go. We got 2 Amano artwork so far. 1 premium, 1 regular. let's keep rolling. Had some good luck in the past with these pre-release kits. So very interested to see if we can pull anything crazy out of these and then just turn right into a booster box. All right, so we get Korumoru from Final Fantasy XI. I love the art style on this one. Good old Beastmaster rocking the sheep or ram gear there. I love it. Final Fantasy V. Classic Chocobo. Can't go wrong with that there. Good old Crystal Hunt. Ooh, Braska's Final Aeon. If you know who that character is, it's absolutely amazing. And the transformation this character goes into becoming that is awesome. Ooh, Ferris. Okay, Final Fantasy V. Again, a lot of just absolutely stunning artwork here. Gladios, chibi-style Gladios. I like it. We'll probably see all 4 of the boys from 15 in this artwork. Ooh, Raiken from Final Fantasy 12. Again, awesome looking artwork. I love the color contrast. You get like the superimposed like shadow character in the back. Ooh. Oh, okay. All right. I was just talking about, hey, well, there could be big hits in here. Ooh. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Premium Legend. This could be something huge. Oh, man. Hilario, this could be sick, my friend. Anybody else in chat, this could be huge. We're about to take a look and see what this is. Ooh. Getting a legend already, what, 3 packs in, especially in the premium slot. This could be huge. All right, so let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Ooh! Oh, man. That looks so good. Good old Sephiroth. Man, that's amazing. You guys know how much I love the cast from Final Fantasy VII, especially Cloud and Sephiroth, and their ongoing battle, but man, that is a beautiful card. Wow. Yeah, that's stunning for sure. All right, see if there's anything behind it. And again, keep in mind, you can get other legends behind this slot as well. So this is the hero/legend slot. But that's an absolutely beautiful legend. So there's 1 of 14 knocked off the list already, which is awesome. All right, let's see what's behind it as I carefully move this card off. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, Sophia. Very, very cool. Strangers of Paradise. I'm going to just carefully set that down. Oh, yeah, it's amazing. Noctis, there we go. So there's 3 of the 4 boys. Very, very cool looking artwork there. Auron, okay. Oh, no, sorry. That's a different art style. Sorry. So that's the chibi style artwork. Sorry, I'm mixing stuff up, but I'm just excited. Auron from Final Fantasy X, absolutely amazing. Ooh, and then we get Lucille, Final Fantasy X as well. Very, very nice. Yeah, definitely a great pack for sure. This thing is absolutely stunning, though. What a beautiful card. Man, that looks awesome. All right. Sleeve that up. Oh, yeah. Hey, and that's the thing. If you want to send me stuff, I'll open it for you and send it right back. I mean, we'll make some content on it. We'll have a good time, but that's open to anyone, by the way. If you want me to open stuff for you just for the sake of content, reach out. We'll have fun with it. As long as it's Pokemon or Final Fantasy related, I'm down, so. All right, let's see what we got in this one here. Starting off with Krill from Final Fantasy V. Ooh, the Goblin from Strangers of Paradise. That's a creepy looking critter. Dragoon from 5. Very, very nice. Right? I thought that'd be a pretty cool idea, right? Clive. Very, very cool. Final Fantasy 16 main character. Still working through it. I know I haven't beat it all the way yet, but I will. We had Ferris again. Saw this one a little bit earlier. Dancer from Final Fantasy Tactics S. Ooh, Chaos. Okay, that looks sick. From the original Final Fantasy. Man, that artwork is pretty demonic. Ooh, okay. Next premium, we have a hero rarity. So let's see which one this is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Arc. Okay, that looks sick. I thought that was a full art. Man, that is a beautiful card for sure. Arc, very, very pivotal summon slash character in Final Fantasy IX. What a beautiful card. And again, keep in mind, the last set for this year is going to be a Final Fantasy IX focused set. So very, very excited to see how that's going to work. But another beautiful card. Ooh! Oh, man. Let's go. Another legend already. So here's number 2 of 14. And it couldn't be any better. It's from Amano himself. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Final Fantasy VII Amano artwork. Oh, this can be huge. All right, let's take a look and see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. That is sick. I have this card. All right, so this artwork, this exact same artwork, they did in the original iterations of the Japanese Final Fantasy TCG. Man, that is absolutely beautiful. I'm pretty sure I got this graded. I'm not going to dig it out now. Maybe we'll pull it out at the end of the stream. But what a beautiful card. You get Cloud and Red 13 there in that very, very traditional Japanese style artwork. And another legend card. So absolutely beautiful. Nice. So 2 legends on the board already. We had Ifrit again. Jack Garland and the crew from Strangers of Paradise. And Mika. Very, very nice. Final Fantasy X. Awesome. Man. We're getting some good luck, especially with definitely your box for sure. Especially with these legends. That is such a beautiful card. If there's a full art version of that, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, man, I just absolutely love that style artwork. But 2 legends on the board already. Some beautiful premiums. And again, this isn't even the booster box. This is the pre-release kit. So, all right, here we go. We'll pick up the pace once we get into the booster box. But again, this is brand new. First look at this brand new set. Opus 29. Kind of crazy to think that the Final Fantasy TCG has 29 sets. And most people don't even know this exists, which is kind of sad. All right, so we start off with Onion Knight. And then we go Koro. Beastmaster in the sheep/ram armor. Classic Chocobo. I like it. Ooh, the Airman. Creepy critter right there. They've introduced that creature in a lot of the Final Fantasy games. We get Tyro from... oh, that's the kid from Record Keeper. That's awesome. So out of all the Square Enix/Final Fantasy mobile titles that they've ever made, I played Record Keeper so much. It was such a fun game. I don't care what anyone else says. It was such a fun game. I liked how the mechanics were, all the different functionality to the game. It was awesome. But yeah, so good old Tyro makes an appearance. I haven't seen that character in so long. Nice. We get Land from World of Final Fantasy. He was one of the main characters from that game. Kind of has a mix of like Sora/Cloud, or I'm sorry. Yeah, Sora from Kingdom Hearts and then Cloud kind of hairstyle. Ooh, all right, nice. Another premium, we have a rare. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, the Dragon Zombie. Okay, that's pretty sick. Strangers of Paradise there. Very, very nice artwork. Let's see what's behind it. Oh my god, another legend. Let's go. Hey, we're knocking these legends out early. As many as we can get, the better. This is 3 legends in 9 packs out of a pre-release kit. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Shantoto. Okay, that's sick. I love that artwork. Another Final Fantasy 11 NPC here. But that looks amazing. I love that. Very, very nice. All right, so we get Ren from World of Final Fantasy as well. We get Lucille. And Shiva from 16. Very, very nice. Love that one. Very, very nice. Man, we are just absolutely killing this right now. This is awesome. And don't worry, we still have a full booster box to go through also. 3 legends already. I can't wait to see this set list, by the way. Because again, just like Pokemon, I don't look at any of this stuff ahead of time. I want it to be a surprise for me. And obviously this set's been out for a little bit, so I can only imagine how much content's out there already. But I'm super excited, if you couldn't tell. Ooh, starting off with Lena. Another absolutely beautiful artwork there. from Final Fantasy V. Ooh, Kane. That looks sick. I like that a lot. From Dissidia, originally from Final Fantasy IV. There's another one of the theatrical artworks there. So there's Ignis. So we've seen all 4 of the boys in different kind of artwork there. Jill from 16. Chloe. Very, very nice. From Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Good old Tonberry again. Again, one of these scariest creatures. Even though it's small, it is mighty. Oh, nice. Okay. That looks sick. So let's see if I can pronounce this one. Horgorgang. Horgorgang? Because I'm pretty sure that D is silent. Yeah, we're just going to call him Gang. I like that. He's got the big old scar on his face. He has that giant sword behind him. Absolutely amazing. Ooh, okay. Hero rarity in the premium slot. Very, very nice. Strangers of Paradise. Okay. Let's see what we got here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Ash. Okay, that looks sick. We've seen this artwork before. They did this with some of the Final Fantasy VII characters in the previous set. The set before that, had some of the Final Fantasy VIII characters. So, very, very cool looking artwork there. I like that one a lot. I haven't played this game that much, but again, it's one I definitely want to play through. All right, so let's see what's behind it. All right. Another hero, so a double hero pack here. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, nice. Very, very nice. So that's literally the pre-release promo and just the regular version of the card. Very, very cool. It's weird that they had like the more zoomed in view. Obviously, this one's Ramu, so it kind of makes sense. The other one was of Sid, so still really, really cool. I like that. Let me move these off to the side here, trying to stay organized. I'll sort all this stuff later. But very, very nice hero rarity. Ooh, Warrior of Light in that Dragoon form. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Samurai form. Okay. Very, very nice. That looks sick. Nice. We get Arden in that artwork as well from the theatrical. And Shiva again. All right, nice. Just keeps getting better and better. This is what I really miss from opening up Pokemon stuff, is like these like first reveals and just the unknown of, you know, what you're going to see on that next pull. So very, very cool though. I'm enjoying it, obviously. Always love me some Final Fantasy TCG, especially because nobody knows it exists. So it's still kind of underground, which is insane because it's one of the biggest franchises globally, but I digress. Let's keep rolling. All right, let's see what we got in this next one. Starting off with Seer, all right, from Tactics Advance 2. Nice, we get the Coral from Stranger of Paradise. Sid Reigns from 13. Very, very cool looking artwork there. Super serious look on his face. We get Goluf there again. Yep, you gotta start music back over. Ooh, there's Mai. Very, very nice from Rebirth. I'm just gonna set that down for just 1 second. Let me put this right here. Let me reset this. Unfortunately, this playlist is only 30 minutes long, but it's non-DMCA, so I don't have to worry about someone freaking out. All right. And just think, we only have one more pack in this pre-release, and then we're getting into the booster box. I cannot wait. All right. So behind Mai, Gargoyle. Why did I say it that way? That was weird from Final Fantasy IX. Lan again from World of Final Fantasy. I think this is our first common in the premium slot. I think everything we've pulled so far has been rare and higher. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, Prompto. Okay, nice. Very, very cool. I like that. Let's see what we got behind it. All right, another hero rarity. Ooh, another mono artwork. Maybe it's a new one. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Tifa. Oh my God. What a combo. Like, man. And both of these cards, again, these are both from the original Japanese print run of the Final Fantasy TCG, which was called Chapters on the Japanese side. But again, classic Amano artwork here. Absolutely beautiful. Man, I'm glad that these got reintroduced in this set. These are huge. I'm surprised that Tifa isn't also a legend, but Absolutely beautiful. I would gladly take that. Another Warrior of Light. Ooh. Very, very cool looking card. Final Fantasy V, we get Exot. And yes, this is the one time you're going to pronounce the X there. And Aerith. Nice. Okay. Man, it's so funny because I just got a bunch of these cards graded with that similar artwork in the traditional artwork, meaning like from Final Fantasy VII originally. This is the same artwork, but from Rebirth. So, very, very nice. All right, cool. All right, let's sleeve up Tifa. Some pretty awesome Amano artwork cards. 4 different ones so far. I can only imagine how many are in this set. Definitely want to see the premium version of all these for sure. Sleeve up Prompto real quick. All right, last pack for this box. This box has been absolutely insane. And again, this is just the pre-release kit. So even if you're somewhat interested in Final Fantasy, maybe you don't want to play the TCG, but you're a collector or you just like the artwork, these pre-release kits are super cheap. And again, you get 9 packs, you get exclusive promo, you get the card sleeves. I would highly recommend it, especially if you're just dipping your toes into this TCG. But honestly, the booster boxes, because they're only 18 packs, they're not much more expensive. So highly recommend checking these out. A lot of local card shops have Final Fantasy TCG, but I usually get a lot of my stuff from TCG players. So, all right, Kane, Ignis, Bomb. Ooh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Anyway, very, very cool. That's from the theatrical. Good old Tonberry, Elmira. Ooh, all right. Another one of these split ones. So again, card from this set is from obviously Opus 29, but this card originally appeared in the 15th set. So going back a good bit here, let's see what it is. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Samurai. Okay, nice. That's actually pretty sick. I didn't notice that on the other one. I'm assuming I had the same kind of text on there, but I didn't notice that. Ooh. And then a hero rarity to end this off, at least for this pre-release kit. We got plenty more to open. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. All right, let's see what hero we got here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Ramuh. Very, very nice. That looks sick. This is Ramuh from Final Fantasy IX. Very, very nice. All right, so we get Noctis again. Sea Lion, and Micah. Man, this set is amazing. Definitely very heavy on Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, obviously. Some OG stuff like Final Fantasy V and VI we've seen. But very, very nice. Again, that's not bad. I mean, we got 3 non-legend... I'm sorry, we got 3 hero rarity Amano artworks. We pulled 3 legend rarities so far. Absolutely stunning. And again, obviously the pre-release promo here, which again, just very, very beautiful card. I'm glad to add it to the set. All right, now we move into the booster box. Let me just clean this up just a little bit. And just so fitting that this got the music going from 10 as well. All right. Booster box. Again, they thinned them down a bit because there's only 18 packs in these now. But well worth it. Very, very affordable. Highly recommend it. I wish they would sponsor me. That's how passionate I am about this, right? Because honestly, not too many people know about the Final Fantasy TCG. And it's unfortunate because it's been around for 15 damn years. Like, how can you... I don't know. It breaks my brain just reading that and knowing that, like, there's not too many people that really know about this TCG. It's kind of unfortunate. But I'll do my best to keep getting it more and more attention. It is kind of neat that they went to these slim boxes, though. All right, let's open this up. There we go. I do miss the box promos. So not only did you used to have the pre-release kit promo, but every booster box had a promo as well. They did away with it when they went to these slim boxes, unfortunately, but there we go. Now, for this opening only, I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to shuffle these. I'm just going to go left to right here. I'm just going to move this off screen. Obviously, all the openings going forward Actually, let me just take this whole stack here. I'm just going to set it here. Yeah, going forward, you know, obviously all the future openings, we're going to shuffle stuff around to keep the randomness to it. But I haven't done this in a long time to just, you know, go through it, you know, as some would say, as God intended. So let's take a look and see what we got here. All right. Starting off with Sid. We get Golov. Good old Billy. I just love seeing the mix, right? There's Sid and then Golov. And then you have just straight up Billy. I love it. Raz. Gladios. Chloe. Lan from World of Final Fantasy. Ooh, all right. First premium, and we have a rare. Very, very nice. Let's see which one we got. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Jessie. Okay, very, very nice. So this is her Dissidia character design. She's originally from Final Fantasy VII. One of the many amazing females from that game. All right, let's see what we got behind it. Ooh, all right, starting off with a hero in the next slot. I have an idea of what this is just from that little bit down there, but let's take a look and see. Good old Arc. So very, very cool. So not only do we have the regular version now, and let me move these off to the side before we show anything else off. You kind of see how insane the premium versions are. Very, very cool. And again, they just slap these things with hollow foil, and it just looks so much better. But let's keep pushing. So very, very nice hero rarity there. All right. Another Warrior of Light in Samurai form. Very, very nice. We get Zot right there. And the Dragon Zombie. Oh, forgot to sleeve up Jessie. Sorry about that. All right, let's see what we got next. Good old Samurai from 5. Onion Knight from Tactics S. Koro Moro from 11. We get the Beastmaster in the sheep armor. I'm not going to call it the ram armor. It's the sheep armor. Good old Tonberry. Prompto. We have seen the premium version of this card already. Elmira. Seen her a few times. Ooh, all right. Premium. Sorry, a rare in the premium slot from Final Fantasy IX. Let's see what it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very, very nice. We get Quina, or Quinea. It's been so long since I played 9, so I apologize as I butcher these names of games that I've played a whole bunch. But I do like this style, right? We've seen this before, right? We saw it with Vivi and a couple of the other Final Fantasy IX characters, so I'm assuming that there's a full art for this just based off of how they've done it in previous sets, but very, very cool looking card. Let's see what's behind it. Ooh, Hero Rarity. Another one of these interesting artworks with a little bit of a gold border to it. Let's see which one we got. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Jed again. Man, I love that artwork. It literally just looks like someone just drew it on there and then they slapped all the other stuff over it. So very, very nice. Ooh, Kelger. Very, very cool from Final Fantasy V. Warrior of Light in Assassin armor. Very, very nice there. I like all the different iterations of the Warrior of Light. And think of it this way, right? If you play any of the Final Fantasies that have a job system. Ooh, Seymour. Okay. Interesting. Hey, no worries, Rabbit. Nice to see you. Hopefully all is well. That Seymour actually looks sick. As much as I don't like Seymour, that's pretty cool artwork. But yeah, for the Warrior of Light, just picture it as like all the job systems, right? You as the player character are usually playing as the Warrior of Light. They really emphasize that in Final Fantasy XIV as well. All the different iterations, all the expansions that game has had. Your player character is the Warrior of Light. And it's cool if you look at trailers from like the 1.0 version of Final Fantasy XIV to the upcoming expansion, which is 8.0. You see how much the Warrior of Light has aged and is kind of gnarly at this point. You know, I mean, he's been through hell and back, multiple different realms. It's been pretty crazy. Starting off with the Chocobo, we get into Jacked as Braska's final Aeon. We get Lena. Kane, love this artwork for Kane. Just all the detail in there, rocking the Dragoon armor. Looks like he has the Gale Bog as his weapon there. Very, very nice. Tyro from Record Keeper. Just seeing this just brings back all the times I used to play that game. That was one of the few mobile games I actually put a lot of time into. Dancer from Tactics S. Raiken from 12. Ooh, all right. Premium slot. You got another rare. Final Fantasy V. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very, very nice. And again, like, that's what I love about this, right? Like, this artwork was already amazing, and then they just slapped so much awesome glittery holofoil stuff on there to make it look even better. So very, very nice. Ooh, another hero rarity and another Amano artwork. Okay, I have a rough idea of which one this is. We're about to show it, though, in 3, 2, 1. There we go, another Tifa. Absolutely beautiful. I could tell by the leg artwork there. Especially because this is sitting right here. Very, very nice. So there we go. Another rare. We get the Chimera from Stranger of Paradise. And the Warrior of Light in Scholar form. We saw that very early on in the opening. But yes, good old Blissful Eternity. This is turning out to be a very, very fun set with some absolutely amazing artwork. I'm so glad they brought back a lot of these really, really old artworks that, again, they were in previous sets, especially on the Japanese side of the house. So it's cool to see them reintroduced. All right. Trying to keep everything nice and organized. Dun, 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 dun. All right, on to the next. Good old Ignis from 15. Jill from 16. Dragoon from 5. The Oracle from 5. Good old Gargoyle from 9. Ooh, Yuna again. Just, again, absolutely beautiful artwork there. Just looks so good. And that's the same artwork they used for the pre-release card sleeves. All right, so we got Gang right here. All right. Common in the premium slot here. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. All right, so there we go. There's Billy's premium. It's so funny, just, again, out of all the crazy wild names, especially even if you look on the table, right? And then you just get Billy, just living his best life in some suspenders. Or in overall, sorry. Ooh! Okay. And another legend. This is number 4 of 14 already. And this is just our first look at this, right? Like, I technically have 8 more booster boxes to go through, and I cannot wait to get through them. Especially these pull rates. But here we go. A legend from Final Fantasy X as well. Here we go. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go. Oh, man. Absolutely beautiful. So, again, the card that matches the pack art there. Good old Titus there from Final Fantasy X. That is such a good-looking card. I'm so glad they did that. And where'd Yuna go? Hold on. Just going to put both of these next to each other. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, so you get Yuna. Let me just mix these real quick. I still got some more cards to show, but look at those. Absolutely beautiful. Same style artwork, right? Both from the absolutely amazing Tetsuya Nomura. But yeah, these are absolutely sick. I'm going to have to put a pair of these off to the side, especially if I pull the premiums. Definitely want to get the premiums graded. All right, these are all the commons. Yes, okay. All right, so let's see what else is here, right? Because we still have a couple more cards. Let's see what we got. We got Jesse in the rare. Windrake, we saw that earlier. Ooh, an Astos. or Astos. Yeah, we'll go with Astos. I think that sounds a little bit better. From Stranger of Paradise. Yeah, definitely a strange creature for sure. But very, very cool artwork. I like it. So glad to see this, though. This is sick. And again, that's 4 legend rarities already pulled. We're just over like 10 packs in, which is absolutely insane. Oh, man, this is so exciting. You know, the only thing that's... And just like behind the scenes stuff, right? Like when I kind of cleaned up my desk a little bit in the area around my desk, I put all these tubs underneath the desk now. And unfortunately, they stick out a good bit, so I'm not like flush up against the desk like I used to be. But I'm not going to pull them out of the way just for the opening and then move stuff around. It's worth it. I literally sit at a desk all day for work. I can tolerate it here. Plus, if I put my arms here, okay, that's not too bad. You can still see this here, right? Oh, the streams catch up a little bit of a stream delay here. So, okay, yeah, that's not bad. I can put my arms there, okay. Got a little bit of a tan mark from where my watch goes. All right, so we're gonna try this out. Straighten out the back a little bit. I'm not gonna take a break. We're gonna keep rolling through this. I'm way too excited. Starting off with Clive from 16. Geomancer. This was a job I thought we would have seen in Final Fantasy XIV by now, from Final Fantasy V originally. Aranea, again, absolutely beautiful artwork there. Love her armor. Again, another Dragoon. Chadley from Final Fantasy Rebirth. I'm pretty sure he's the kid that runs the little simulator you can go in and do like high-end boss fights. Chaos, again, originally from Final Fantasy 1, just a super creepy artwork there. We get that one. Not going to say that one. I mean, I already said it once, but who knows what's going to happen there. Another card. So yeah, this was originally from the 15th set. They brought it back for this one. I like it. All right. Another common in the premium slot. Let's see what we got here. Nice. Samurai. Very, very nice. I like the artwork there. Seen a couple different iterations of the Samurai artwork. Just make sure I got this in the right order. Let's see what's behind it. All right. Ooh. Another Amano. I'm so glad to see all these Amanos. Even if they're duplicates, I don't care. I have so many for the binder now. So let's see. More absolutely stunning Amano artwork. If my boy Mewtwo Dude is watching this, bro, you're getting all the duplicate Amanos. You're welcome. All right, let's take a look and see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Celeste. I almost said Cecil. My brain's broken. Absolutely beautiful Celeste. Saw that, so we get another duplicate there. Ooh, very, very cool looking artwork there. Good old Porum from Final Fantasy IV. Oh, nice. Porum and Palom back to back. That's sick. Same style artwork, too. Very, very nice. I like that a lot. And then good old X-Death. That's sick. Final Fantasy V. Yeah, that dude was absolutely a monster to fight. All right, let's sleeve this up. Double sleeve always for the Amano artwork, showing the respect there. And if I can ever get a chance to go to like an Amano art gallery or a signing where he's there, I'm definitely going to bring my mini binder with me. Like, sir, just pick one. Like, pick whatever you think is your most iconic, whatever your favorite is, and I will gladly take it. I'm that big of a fan. Plus, I have hundreds of his cards at this point. All right, here we go. First stack down. We have 2 more stacks to go in this booster box. Plenty more chances to pull some absolutely amazing cards. Starting off with Raz. Oh, nice. That's actually pretty cute. We get the Stray Chocobo there. Very, very nice. This one's from Final Fantasy VII. We get Golov. Samurai. Saw that one a little bit ago. The Airman. Super creepy. There's a lot of creepy artwork here, but I like it. Like, it all just looks so good. We get Mai. Ninja. Again, a lot of Final Fantasy V rep here. Ooh, okay. Another common in the premium slot. Let's see which one it is. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. And our first full art. Okay. That looks sick. I keep forgetting that they do full arts for some of the cards in the set, no matter what the rarity is. So, very, very nice. So I like that a lot. And again, I don't know if it's guaranteed how many full arts you can get per booster box, but there's our first one. Very, very nice. Hero rarity behind it. Let's see what it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Sophia. Okay, saw her a little bit earlier. Very, very nice. All right. We get Sid once again. Again, there's this zoomed in view from the Ramu card there. Very, very cool. Sea Lion and Aerith again. All right. Very, very nice. That's everything I like about this, right? You can pull commons that have full art variants, which is absolutely sick. So there we go. So we have our promo. We have all of our legends and then our first full art. On to the next stack here. Again, not shuffling this stuff around, keeping it very organized. Obviously, with all the other openings, it's going to be a little more random like I usually keep it. Man, I'm so excited. And again, it's just a pre-release kit and this booster box for today. And then for the next 4 weeks, the next 4 weeks, we have Final Fantasy Friday stuff to go through. So I am super excited. I cannot wait, and I'm glad to kind of keep that rhythm again. All right, so let's put these here. All right, so we can start off with Billy, and then we have Krill, Onion Knight, Joshua from 16, Tyro from Record Keeper, Airman, just from all the different games, just straight up creature there, Elmira from 7. Another common in the premium slot here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Tyro. Okay, very, very nice. So let's go back to that real quick. Just to show you how beautiful. I mean, it looks so good. Like, just from a regular common card to the premium version of that common. Absolutely beautiful. You get like the hues of blue in that background there. Very, very nice. I like that a lot. All right. Move these off to the side here. All right, let's see what's behind it. Ooh, another hero rarity. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very, very cool. Okay, so we get Roche or Roche. I kind of want to call him Roach for some reason. I don't know why my brain immediately went to that. Another character from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, but it's all good. We get Ifrit from 16. This was the first premium card that we got earlier. We get the Crayclaw and Hugo. Hugo is, yeah, it's huge. So it kind of matches the name and personality there. Very, very nice. All right. Let's keep rolling. So here comes the shameless plug, because I haven't done one of these streams in a while, and hopefully some people enjoy this. And if you do enjoy this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you are subscribed, I truly appreciate you, whether you've been here since day one or today is your first time checking out my content. I have endless amount of content on the page, so go check it out. From a lot of pre-recorded content to YouTube shorts, CGC previews and recaps. I do a lot of submissions on the channel. Just a lot of live streams as well. So plenty of content for you. Go check it out. Drop a sub if you enjoy it. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Discord. I got everything set up for you. All right. Next premium is a rare. So let's take a look and see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very, very nice. We get Lucille. Very, very cool. I like that. Member of the Chocobo Knights. Very, very cool. I love how much character development they put in, even on a lot of the side characters from Final Fantasy X. Another hero rarity here. Let's see which one it is. Ooh, the Moogle Trio. You know, I'll say it this way. A lot of people don't like the Moogle designs from the remake, the Final Fantasy VII remake series, if you will. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. Like, they're Moogles. They're not supposed to look super cool or anything like that. They're just creatures. Ooh, the Great Marlboro. Like, Marlboros weren't bad enough. And then you have the Great one. Yeah. If you ever encounter these in games, either hopefully you're super powered enough to kill them right away or just run. Most games that Marlboros are introduced, they have this attack which gives you like 8 different debuffs at one time. Yeah. It's even worse in the MMOs because, especially if you catch that many debuffs, you're in a really, really bad spot very quickly. But yeah, a great Marlboro. Couldn't imagine running into that thing. All right, on to the next. All right, Broska's Final Aeon. Chadley from 7 Rebirth. Kane from 4. Ooh, double pulled there, sorry. Geomancer from 5. Ferris from 5 as well. And that's a cool thing, right? Like, 2 completely different style artworks for characters that are in the same game. Pretty neat. Dancer from Tactics. We get good old Gang from Tactics as well. Ooh, Hero Rarity in the premium slot. Very, very nice. Let's see what we got here. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Neon. Okay. Strangers of Paradise. Very, very cool artwork there. Love the backdrop on that one. Very, very nice. I like it. All right. So it's behind it. Ooh, nice. Okay. And another legend. Ooh, maybe this is a new one. Hopefully. That would be nice, right? To keep this alive and keep pulling brand new legends. But let's take a look and see what we got. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, of course. Another Shantoto. So we have our first duplicate in that legend rarity. But I'm not going to complain. It's still another legend. Ooh, Ultima Weapon Origin. Stranger of Paradise. That thing looks insane. And then good old Micah. So not bad, though. 5 legends so far. 1 duplicate. Can't complain. All right. Very, very cool. Shantoto is probably one of the strongest black mages. Not only in Final Fantasy XI as, you know, one of the NPCs. And actually becomes a playable character. Goes from NPC to PC. Especially with retail Final Fantasy XI, there's a system called Trust, which you can pretty much recruit NPCs to be in your parties with you. It makes a lot of the leveling and grinding a lot easier. A lot more bearable, rather. It's not super easy because, again, it's an MMO, and it's an old school MMO, so they don't really make anything easy, which I like, and I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XI lately. Yeah. It's kind of neat to see that trust system. I mean, you can start recruiting NPCs very early. There's a 6-character party system in that game, so in theory, you could be just you as you know, you playing your character, and then you can have 5 NPCs, and you guys can just go and run content and just keep leveling and exploring the whole world. Granted, there's a lot of actual players, so I'd recommend you interacting with other people. But if that's not your thing, then there's plenty of NPCs you can recruit and still get a good experience out of the game. All right, Jill, Chaos, Mai, Knight from 5. Ooh, think we just saw this. But let's take a look and see what we got. Very, very nice. So again, just a very quick comparison. Mai's regular card and her premium version. Just absolutely amazing. I love all the premiums in this TCG. Hero behind it. Let's see what we got. Ooh, very, very nice. We got good old Torgal. Very, very cool little pup there. And that's in his, I would say, in his very adolescence wolf form there. Very, very cool looking card for Torgal. We get Noctis from 15. Sea Lion and Aerith once again. Again, just absolutely beautiful cards. And there's so many different styles of artwork, and that's the other reason why I just recommend this so much. Even if you're not a big fan of Final Fantasy and you don't really like the TCG mechanics, you don't plan on playing it, there's still just picture this as like miniature artwork, right? And there's just so many beautiful cards, so many different illustrators. But again, it's one of those things where how this TCG is slept on, it makes no sense to me at all. But I'll keep doing my job and spreading that awareness. All right, so we get Aranea is the first card here from 15. Joshua from 16. We get Cecil from 4. Krill from 5. The Goblin from SOP. Gargoyle from 9. Ooh. I thought this was going to be in the premium slot. I was about to get real excited. Still an absolutely beautiful card. We get Yuna once again. Very nice. And she's got Veil 4 in the background there. That's sick. Just absolutely stunning artwork there. All right, common in the premium slot. Let's see which one we got. Ooh, nice. Very nice. We get good old Braska's final A on there. Very cool. I like that. I think it does a lot of damage. It says when Braska's final Aeon enters the field or it is put in the field into the break zone, choose one forward opponent controls. Deal 8,000 damage. That's a hell of a lot of damage. All right. Hero rarity behind it. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Alexander. Okay, very nice. First time seeing that one. Music's got to start again, so we're an hour in so far, and that's how I kind of judge the time frame, especially with this playlist. I'm going to put this down. We're going to look at all the other cards in just 1 second. Yeah, it's a 32-minute loop, so what, an hour and 4 minutes? Kind of somewhere in that ballpark. Can't complain, though. I'm having a good time. I truly do miss streaming. It's been so busy with everything going on. But I think I have enough stuff to keep a little bit of a routine again. I am going to place a really awesome order after the stream today. There's a bunch of single cards that I want to buy. So we should have some pretty epic mail day coming in. I'll do my best to stockpile all that stuff and then show off everything that comes in. But keep an eye out for mail day. It's going to be fun. All right, let's see what's behind Alexander. We get the Phoenix. Saw this earlier from Final Fantasy 16. Omega Weapon just looks absolutely insane. I remember running into that in Final Fantasy 10. And then we get Shiva from 16. I still think my favorite iteration of Shiva, probably Final Fantasy 14. As much as Shiva from 10 is absolutely insane as well. But there's so many great iterations of Shiva. It's very tough to pick a favorite summon that they've introduced in so many different games. All right, Dragoon from 5. Clive from 16. Let's just look at this real quick. And just look at that, right? Like, from Final Fantasy 5. And yes, it's 11 games in these franchise later. And just how much time has passed and all, like, how much better just art looks, right? Like, this was top of the line at some point in time when this came out. And now this is, like, hyper-realism. Like, just, it looks absolutely insane. Just thought I'd point that out. Seer from Tactics, Advance 2. We get the Coral from SOP. Soldier from Tactics, S. Ferris from 5. I'd like to see the premium version of Ferris. That'd be kind of sick. Ninja from 5 as well. Ooh. Okay, nice. Let's go. Another legend in the premium slot. Please be something sick. Please be something new we haven't seen yet. I can't wait to see what this is. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Bahamut. Oh my god, that card looks so good. That looks so sick. Really cool, like, cross pattern in the texture there. I don't know if the camera's picking up on that. Probably not. But man, that is a beautiful legend for sure. Now, keep in mind, if you get a legend in the premium, you can get another legend and get that, what I would say is that 2-piece hit pack. Unfortunately, we didn't get it here, but we have a hero rarity behind it. Another beautiful Amano artwork, so we're going to do the slow pull for this one as well. In 3, 2, 1. Nice. So we got Shadow again. Very nice. We did pull the premium Shadow earlier. So we'll look at that here in a second. We get Orin, Arden, and Benedicta. Very cool. She turns into Garuda in Final Fantasy 16. Very nice. All right. So Shadow gets the double sleeve. Glad to be getting these in premium and regular. Kind of hope, throughout all this stuff I'm going to be opening, we can get all the mono artworks in both. Well, let's take a look at this real quick. So 2 Tifas. We get the Shadow in both, and then 2 Celeste. Very nice. But another brand new legend rarity. So what's that? 5 unique legends so far, and there's 14 total. So almost at the halfway point already, and we're our first booster box and pre-release kit in. Hopefully our luck continues, because that's absolutely insane. Slide this over just a little bit, keep making more room. So here we go. Last stack. Again, don't worry, I have plenty more booster boxes to go through and plenty of good Final Fantasy Fridays ahead of us. Hopefully you will join us. Whether you're here or not, I'm going to be ripping them, so I cannot wait. Man, this has been so much fun. And again, this has been such an awesome year for the Final Fantasy TCG. Even though, again, there's so many people that just don't even know it exists, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's all right. I'm going to keep saying that, right? And I know it might be a bit annoying, but it's wild to me. I appreciate that, Hilario. You definitely chime in when you can. It's always nice to see you. All right, Cecil from 4. Beastmaster in Sheep Armor from 5. Soldier from Tactics S. Ferris from 5. Lan from World of Final Fantasy. Ooh. Okay, very, very nice. We get a common in the premium slot. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Sid Reigns. Okay, very, very nice. I like that. Again, you get like the superimposed artwork in the backdrop there. It looks amazing. Another hero. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. We get Ramu again. And again, this is the regular version of the pre-release promo. Ifrit from 16. Noctis from 15. And the Ultima Weapon Origin from SOP. Yeah, I'm interested, Hilario. If you get some of this, definitely send me your polls. I'm very excited to see what you can get, and wish you the best of luck, obviously. All right, I'm going to condense this stack here, even though we only have a few packs left. Just going to keep things a bit organized. There we go. Fit these perfectly back in the booster box there like a glove. There we go. The other thing I like about this, and obviously we'll do a recap here in a few minutes, but out of all the hit cards we've got, outside of the one legend duplicate that we got, which again, I'm not going to complain, especially all the premium cards, you very rarely get duplicates there. And this is just from one booster box and a pre-release kit. So, well, you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a few minutes. All right, so we get Sid Reigns from 13, sorry. Samurai from 5. Seer from Tactics Advance 2. Ooh, double pulled. Sorry, Billy. From Rebirth. Dancer from Tactics S. Tyro from Record Keeper. Again, it's so cool seeing that character. I don't even know if Record Keeper's still out there anymore. Like, I don't even know if you can download it anymore. I know I have it on one of my older phones, but another rare in the premium slot. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very, very cool. We get Rain from, so she's from World of Final Fantasy. This is her Dissidia artwork there, but very, very cool nonetheless. Ooh, another legend. Let's go. Oh, man. This is awesome. Another legend. This could be a new one. Just looking at the bottom here, it doesn't look like any of the ones we have already. Please be a new one. This could be number 6. Let's take a look. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Garuda. That looks so awesome. So, and of course, I just put the other card away. Man, that is sick. Very, very cool. Yeah, the Garuda in Final Fantasy 16 is pretty damn evil. Like, it just, especially comparing it to, like, I always use Final Fantasy 14 as, like, the benchmark for especially modern graphics and how a lot of the character designs and creature designs are. But, yeah, once you encounter Garuda in 16, it is demonic. It is creepy, but it's such awesome design. But that is another fresh legend there. Ooh, haven't seen this card yet. Very, very nice. So we get Elsa from Final Fantasy 12. Again, it's got that superimposed backdrop. Very, very cool artwork there. Very, very nice. Hugo from 16. And Lucille. Saw her premium card earlier. Very, very nice. So again, 6 out of 14 legends so far. Now keep in mind, most if not all these legends do have a premium version, and then which their premium version should be full art. So a couple different iterations there. Am I going to try and master set this? I don't know. I mean, I do have plenty of boxes to open, so it could be possible, but we're going to see. I'm also interested to see if we get any more of the full arts, because we've only gotten one so far. Out of the booster box, we didn't get any full arts in the premium or in the pre-release. All right, Krill, Onion Knight, Joshua from 16. Do you guys care if I say like what game it's from, or do you just want me to just say the name? I'm just so used to saying it, the character and the game. And I think it's good knowledge for people that don't understand Final Fantasy, but let me know. All right, so we get Korumoru from 11. Got the full art there. Ignis from 15. Chaos from 1. Gladios from 15. Another common in the premium slot. Ooh, nice. We get the Beastmaster in sheep armor. Very, very cool looking premium. Another hero. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very, very nice. Yoran Oran. Another NPC from Final Fantasy 11. Rocking the O hat. If you know, you know. That looks sick. I like that a lot. Very, very awesome artwork there. Rain from... Oh, let me move this over here. Sorry. Rain from World of Final Fantasy. Omega Weapon from 10. And Shiva from 16. All right. Just 2 more packs to go after this one. But again, don't worry. We have plenty more Final Fantasy TCG lined up for the upcoming weeks. And I'm going to do my best to restrain myself and not immediately open up more stuff after the stream. But I'm definitely... I don't know. I don't know if 8 more boxes is going to be enough. We're about to find out, though. Come along for the journey for sure. All right, so we start off with the Chocobo. Then we have Lena from 5. We get Jekt from 10. Chadley from Rebirth, also in Remake. Tonberry. Airman. We get Riken from 12. Ooh, okay, nice. We had a rare in the premium slot. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, X-Death. Okay, that looks sick. And again, just something about these premium cards. They could have just been like, all right, yeah, here's a bland little hollow pattern, but I think these look amazing. Ooh, another legend. I feel like this is a duplicate, though. It's all right. I'll take it. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. It is another duplicate, but it's the non-premium version, so I will gladly take that. We get Orin, Micah, and the Great Marlborough. So let's go back to this here. I'm going to double sleeve this, and we'll show off both versions. So that's crazy. So there's a regular legend, there's a premium legend, and then there's got to be a full art premium legend, which is nuts. So some of these legends could have 3 different versions of the card. So yeah, regular and then hollow foil, and then there's another one that's full art. I just from how these sets normally run. But yeah, that's pretty sick. So again, not too bad. A couple duplicates, but again, it's the first look at this, so can't really complain. 2 more packs to go. I actually saw someone try to do a pack trick with Final Fantasy TCG. I think it makes it more confusing. Just open it like normal. If anyone else on YouTube that opens up this TCG, just go through it like normal. Just enjoy it. Kane from 4, Geomancer from 5, Oracle from 5, Samurai from 5. This is a 5 heavy pack. Prompto from 15, so there's a 5 in that also. That one. That's from the theatrical. We get Gang from Tactics. Ooh, Hero Rarity. Ooh, nice. And a mono artwork in the premium slot. That's exactly what I want to see. Can't wait to see which one it is, though, in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. A new one. Let's go. We get the Mog or Moogle. That's awesome from Final Fantasy VI. There's a lot of a mono artwork in this set, so I know Mewtwo Dude's going to be excited about this for sure. He's really the one that got me into collecting all the mono artwork, so I got to shout him out when I can. Absolutely stunning artwork there. Another hero behind it. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Neon. So we saw the premium version of this earlier. Very, very nice. We had Phoenix from 16. The Cray Claw from SOP. And Arden from 15. Very, very cool. There we go. Another new Amano artwork and another new premium. Gladly take that. All right, here we go. Last pack. So what was that? 27 packs in total that we opened up today. Definitely not enough, but I think it's lasted, right? Especially me yapping and talking about all these different characters and kind of really taking in the artwork. But here we go. Let's see what we can get out of this booster box. Let's just do recap first. So, and again, looking at all the premiums, right? Very little, if any, duplicates. And that's what I like about the Final Fantasy TCG. You're not going to find this in Pokemon or Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or anywhere else. So if you really feel like, you know, or I'm sorry, if you enjoy getting your money's worth out of booster boxes, again, I think this is the place to do it. Oop, I didn't double sleeve this. Oh, my apologies. Sorry about that, Mog. Ah! As I drop sleeves all over the place. Gotta love it. It's all right. They're only just all over the floor. Good thing I have thousands and thousands of sleeves. I really do. I overstock sleeves so much because, especially in some of the old binders that I have, I go through and swap out sleeves all the time. Let's see. Sorry, I just literally just sidetracked my whole recap here, but it's all right. Let me sleeve this up. If you guys check out my content, you've been here before, you guys know inherently there's always going to be a mess made. Let me look and see how bad this is. Okay, it's all in one spot. Hold on one second. I mean, it's only like 40 sleeves, but it's all right. Oh, man. Not good. Trying not to bend any of these because obviously I want to use these. Good old perfect fits. You know, something I saw at work today, for those of you that don't know, I do work for CGC. I am a certified card grader. But yeah, so usually when you submit cards, and this is kind of a public service announcement, you want to submit cards in like loose penny sleeves, right? Then put them in one of these, kind of like I did this, right? This is how you want to ship cards to TCG or to CGC or any other grading companies. But I had a whole order today. The entire order was in side load perfect fit sleeves. When you want to talk about one of my pet peeves, that's it right there. And again, yes, I do use perfect fits for myself, but you don't send cards to get graded in there because they're tough to get out, right? And obviously, as a grader, we want to do our best to not damage the card or you know, keep it in as pristine condition as possible, or in the condition it came in. But yeah, unfortunately, we see that a lot. People send stuff in perfect fits and side load perfect fits and all kinds of chaos, and it's just, again, it's one of my pet peeves. So if you take any advice from me, if you're going to grade cards and you're going to ship them in, please, please, please do not keep them in perfect fits. Or, yeah, perfect fit sleeves, please. All right. I think I got all of them. Sorry for the little distraction there, but what I was worried about was rolling over these sleeves and then just getting all kinds of jacked up. And again, to emphasize, right, just when I talk about how many sleeves I have. So here's some more perfect fits. And then here's some more perfect fits. And then I have a whole display of the Dragon Shield. So I have plenty of sleeves. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to this last pack. Let's see if we can get some magic here. Especially some Final Fantasy magic. All right. Stray Chocobo from 12 or from 7, Rebirth. Jill from 16. Aranea from 15. Sorry, again, her armor is so sick. Joshua from 16. Mai from 7. So she was in Rebirth. I don't know if she was in Remake. I don't remember. Gargoyle. This is the second time I did that. My brain is just fried after working all day and streaming for, what, an hour and a half almost. Knight from 5. All right, we're getting to the premium slot here. Let's see if we can end off with something crazy. Well, not in this slot. Maybe in the one behind it. We get a common in the premium. Let's see what it is. Okay, nice, nice. Very, very nice. I'll take that. I don't think we've seen it in the premium yet. But here we go. Last but definitely not least. Ooh, all right. Hero, which is fine. Second highest rarity. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Nice. Good old Slydra. That's such a sick looking card. Jack Garland as the first rare. Warrior of Light in that Viking armor or Viking class. And we get the Assassin Warrior of Light to end off. So very, very nice. Not the craziest ending, but you know what? I can't complain. So many absolutely amazing cards. All the Amano artworks, which I'm super excited about. Again, I'm going to show those off again because it's well worth it. Especially the Tifa. We got the Cloud up here. And again, all the duplicates, I'm going to do it now and just set them off to the side. That doesn't count as duplicate because I do put them in the binder separately. But hey, you know what? Mewtwo dude gets at least Celeste and Tifa. And then, again, excuse me, any other Amano artworks I get going forward that are duplicates go to him. So, very, very cool. Actually, I'm gonna pull out the mini binder after this. Let's look at all of our legends, right? We only got one full art. Again, can't complain about that. Very, very nice. Got the pre-release promo there. It's so awesome that I have all of them. I'm so glad I've kept up with them. And then here are all of our legends. So again, regular and premium version. Now we just need to get the full art version. Garuda, Titus. So this is probably my favorite legend so far. Just absolutely insane. Love the artwork there. 2 Shantotos. Cloud. That one's up there too. Definitely one of my favorites. Again, especially because I have the original card this was designed off of. And this Sephiroth. Just absolutely insane. There's got to be a full art for this one. If there is, it probably looks even crazier. But yeah. The first big hit. Man, that looks so good. All right. So let's put this here. Let's go here. And then Sephiroth. Let's do it this way, right? So Cloud. There we go. So that is going to do it for today's stream. Again, this is the latest and greatest Final Fantasy TCG set, Blissful Eternity. You can find it at a lot of local card shops. You can find it on TCG Player. I really hope that Square Enix would just put it on their actual website, but they don't as of right now. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. Thank you all for coming by. Hilario, I appreciate you hanging out, brother. You're here for pretty much the entire stream. I truly appreciate it. Let's see who else. I know Nugget popped in at some point, so thank you. Bad Wabbit, appreciate you. Even though you're late, it's all good. I don't mind. Whether you're here for 5 minutes or the entire stream, I truly appreciate it. I know Say was here also. So that is going to do it for today's stream. Again, thank you all so much for coming through. I'm going to sort through these. I'm going to look at the set list and see what I have to look forward to. Don't worry, we do have a stream on Sunday, Pokemon related, so keep an eye out for that as well. And a stream tomorrow. Yes, we do have a Saturday stream. A little bit of a preview for that. Might as well show you, Hilario. A little bit of a preview. We have Pow World TCG. Yes, you are seeing this correct. Pow World TCG. 2 Japanese booster boxes. 2 Error English booster boxes. And yes, these are first edition. And the Error where it says Pow Word. 2 of them. Don't worry, I still have another one off to the side. So that's the sneak peek for tomorrow. It won't be as long of a stream, but it's going to be a very, very fun time for sure. It's going to be a very busy and fun weekend for me. So definitely come by, check out the stream. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm WakoBako. Take it easy.